You are listening to Seven Horns AI, your AI-powered market update. Today is Sunday, June 21st, 2026, and with the markets closed for the weekend, we are looking back at a highly eventful week on Wall Street. With U.S. markets closed on Friday for the Juneteenth holiday, the final trading action took place on Thursday, June 18th. It was a strong, risk-on session where stocks opened higher and rallied steadily throughout the day. The S&P 500 gained 1.08%, closing at 7,500.58, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite posted solid gains of 1.91%. Small caps also made a powerful move, with the Russell 2000 jumping 2.12%. In contrast, the Dow Jones Industrial Average lagged, edging up just 0.14%. This late-week rally was driven by a historic geopolitical breakthrough, an interim peace agreement between the United States and Iran, which reopened the Strait of Hormuz to commercial shipping. This massive development sent Brent crude oil falling about 9% for the week, drastically easing inflation worries and fueling a broad appetite for risk. This geopolitical relief helped investors shrug off Wednesday's hawkish tone from the Federal Reserve. Although Fed Chair Kevin Warsh held rates steady at 3.5 to 3.75%, updated projections showed that half of the policymakers now expect a rate hike before the end of 2026. The technology and semiconductor sectors dominated the headlines. Leading the charge was Intel, which surged 10.64% to close at $133.99, following former President Trump's announcement that Apple and Intel will collaborate on domestic chip design and manufacturing. In the broader market, Bloom Energy skyrocketed 15.41% to $328.91, fueled by regulatory support for fast-track data center power connections. SanDisk rallied 11.54% on explosive growth in memory demand, and Astera Labs gained 11.31% ahead of its inclusion in the Nasdaq 100 index. However, it was not a green day for everyone. Legacy IT services were hammered after Accenture trimmed its revenue guidance, sparking fears that artificial intelligence tools are disrupting traditional consulting models. Cognizant tumbled 10.49% to $43.70, while IBM dropped 5.05% to $249.10. Looking internationally, Japan's Nikkei 225 index had a historic session, closing above 70,000 for the first time ever on Friday, rallying 1.7%. China's market showed some divergence, with the China-Hong Kong Exchange Proxy Fund declining 1.04% on economic growth concerns. As we look ahead to Monday, weekend equity futures are ticking modestly lower in thin trading. S&P 500 futures are down about 0.19%, Nasdaq futures are down 0.24%, and Dow futures are down 0.23%. Investors will be watching key earnings reports next week, including FedEx on Tuesday, June 23rd, and Micron Technology on Wednesday, June 24th. That is your weekend market review from Seven Horns AI. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you when the bell rings Monday. Visit sevenhorns.ai for more insights.